Are you recording?
Recording, yeah.
All right, good morning everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's Matchday -1
Recording in progress.
media conference. We have head coach Jesper Sørensen as well as midfielder Pedro Vite. To kick us off, we will start with questions from the floor. Felipe.
Hey Jesper, obviously the news about Ryan Gaul being out for a few weeks was one that was felt by the fan base, especially with the games coming up and the second leg against Monterrey. How are you hoping to cope without his presence there and compete in Mexico?
For me, of course, it's not pleasant to have a player like Ryan out. He's definitely a player that we can feel his presence when he's there, but when he's not there, we have to play somebody else, and that's just how football works. You have injuries, you have suspensions, you have times where you can play some players and times when you can't. So for me, it's about the group and how we play as a team, how we approach the game, and that's just what I'll be focusing on the game, on the players that are ready, and we hope to be competitive no matter what, and that's what we train on every day. So we'll be ready for tomorrow and have the plan ready for tomorrow, and we'll be we have expectations to ourselves and also hopes for the game tomorrow and also going forward.
And Pedro, la ausencia de Ryan Gaul es algo que, claro, el equipo va a sentir, pero para usted es una oportunidad que para jugar y hacer ese enfoque de creatividad. ¿Es algo que estás preparado? ¿Es algo que te gusta tener esa responsabilidad para jugar y tener ese enfoque?
Pues la verdad es la misma responsabilidad de todos los partidos, Ryan o no, siempre toca estar 100% concentrado. Sabemos que él es un jugador muy importante para nosotros, pero yo creo que más importante es que todo el equipo esté concentrado, y si los 11 que nos toca jugar estamos en el minuto 1 hasta el minuto 90 concentrados, podemos ganar.
Translation.
The question was, do you like to have that responsibility when Ryan Gaul is not on the field, and how big of a loss is it to not have Ryan with you in the team? The answer from Pedro Vite was, honestly, it's the same responsibility, I feel, as all the games, with or without Ryan. I always have to be 100% concentrated. We know that he's an important part of this team, but I believe that we can still get the job done without him.
I will go back to Felipe, and then we'll go online.
Okay. Jesper, Mexico is always a volatile place to go and play whatever the competition is, but Monterrey seemed to have rested some of its stars for the trip here. The expectation is that they'll put a little bit more of the first teamers in place to sort of secure that result. How are you hoping to manage both the environment and the predicted stronger opposition?
Yeah, what they're doing we cannot do anything about. We can only look at what we are doing and what we will try to do down there. Of course, we expect it to be different from a week ago. Also, they're at home field now, and of course with the spectators behind them, and that's might be a little bit hostile for us come visiting, but that's just how it works. For me, we can only be focusing on the approach we're going to take on the game. We know we have to score. We know that our mindset will be on winning down there, and that's of course what that's what we will have to focus on. But it's also pretty easy, so we don't have to have too many things in mind. We know that we have to score and probably have to win.
Okay. We'll now go online. We'll start with Michael McCall and then Gemma Carson-Smith.
Morning, gents. Jesper, first question for you. You touched on it there. No matter what you have to score down there, but even if they score first, you're still now very much in the tie. Does that give you a little bit more freedom, that you know you're not necessarily having to go and chase the game right away? You can still be a little bit more patient as long as you score at some point on the night.
Yes, of course we will not be passive, but patient is more a right word. Of course we will have to seek to get our opportunities, but yeah, if they score, it doesn't make a big difference. We know what we have to do. So of course we would like to keep a clean sheet, but we will have to balance the game out because we would like to be aggressive, but we'll not open ourselves up too early.
Just a second one for Jesper. It's the 7th game in 21 days, which is crazy. But I just worked out exactly what the timescale was. Injuries aside, do you feel the team is where you want them to be at this point?
At this point, I think we are in front of what I thought we could be. I think that we will come out on the backside of the next 2 games where a lot of players will have played a lot of minutes, where the squad will be knowing in more detail how we would like to go and approach things, and we will be strengthened by having played. Of course, having said that, we still have to play the games and prepare for the 2 games, which probably will be 2 different tasks. But I think that I'm pretty happy with the state of the group. Of course, we have some injuries, and that's what sometimes happens in football, that you have some players injured. But apart from that, I think the state of the group is very, very good.
Thank you, Michael. We'll now go to Gemma.
Hi, Coach. It's Gemma from Canadian Press. I'm wondering if you can talk about what you can take from the game that was here last Wednesday in terms of the offense that you created against Monterrey.
Yeah, I think, of course, we expect a different scenario down there. Also, the way they will approach the game, and I was confident that we a week ago that we are able to create chances against a team like Monterrey. We just have to take and strike them better, of course. But the good thing was that we were able to create that amount of chances, and that also is important going forward to the game tomorrow, because we need to score. But I have confidence in the way we can open up them and the way we can attack them and approach the game. And also the game a week ago showed that we are able to create chances, also scoring, but create chances at least. And I would not expect as many, but I will expect that we can also go down there and surprise them a little bit.
And Pedro, I'm wondering if you can talk about how you feel you have played personally so far this season.
Que como en lo personal, ¿cómo has sentido que has jugado esta temporada?
Pues la verdad todavía falta mucho, ¿no? Hasta ahora hemos tenido muy buen inicio de temporada. El equipo se siente seguro, con mucha confianza, y en lo personal me siento muy bien. Espero seguir por este camino, y si el equipo también sigue por este camino, eso me contagia a mí mucho y me da mucha seguridad para jugar. Pero hasta ahora muy bien.
The answer, Pedro, was honestly there's still a lot of season left. Of course, we've had a great start to the season. The team feels really good and confident. On a personal level, I feel really good. I feel like I'm playing at a very high level, and I have a lot to give for this team. But right now, we're just taking it day by day, and as long as the team's doing well, that's what's important to me. And if the team's doing well, then I'll be playing well as well.
Thank you, Gemma, and we'll finish with Felipe.
Pedro, como uno de los latinos del equipo, tú estás acostumbrado al ambiente que un lugar como México y los estadios de México traen. ¿Cómo tú preparas para eso, sabiendo que los aficionados mexicanos, hasta si no es en la casa de ellos, realmente esos mexicanos van a afectar el juego y pueden cambiar el resultado?
Pues afectar en cierto punto no sé, pero en lo personal, si voy a un estadio y está lleno y la gente empieza a gritar, para mí mejor. No tengo ningún problema. La cosa es entrar a la cancha, saber que somos 11 contra 11 y el público está ahí para disfrutar el espectáculo. De ahí los encargados somos nosotros de llevar las emociones, las jugadas que nos toca hacer y si como te digo, si cada quien se prepara de la cabeza, porque ahora todo el fútbol es muy mental, el partido lo vas a disfrutar y con mucha más alegría saber que estás jugando en un estadio y un público espectacular.
The question was, how do you think playing over there in Mexico in a crowd like that, what type of effect will it have on the game? The answer from Pedro Vite is affecting the game. I'm not sure if it'll affect the game much, but if I'm at a stadium full of people and all the fans are shouting at us, then it's better for us. It motivates us to play well, to make the plays we want to make, and honestly the games are a lot about just focusing mentally and blocking that out, and if you have people shouting at you, it also just motivates you to keep on going and have a good game.
Perfect, and that concludes today's Matchday -1 media conference. Thank you both.
Recording stopped.
Okay.
Thank you.